how we're going to start it too, laughing. Yeah. This is just perfect. Hi, everyone. Dr. Beth Westy here. I am here interviewing my sister. This is my sister, Carol. She is a fashion model, has been a model for
17 years.
17 years, right? And we're going to talk about a lot of different things today. So, body image, fitting into your clothes. This is something that I talk to women about all the time. It's crazy. It's crazy how often women are concerned with fitting into their clothes, how they look, how they feel, all this stuff, right? So the reason why, and again, in talking about women's health and hormones and being your healthiest version of yourself, this is something that I actually talk to her a lot about. And that she'll say things to me and I'll be like, oh, you're right. So that's why I wanted to bring her on.
I like to be right, so that's okay.
Okay. So Carol she's 3 years younger than me. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yep. But I want to say we're like sort of different in that, like I was an athlete growing up, played all the sports.
I had asthma and I didn't.
She didn't play the sports.
Run at all. I
no.
couldn't do that.
No, I'd be like, come on, come play softball with me in the yard. And she'd be like, no. Or I'd like make you.
Yeah.
I'd make her do stuff, you know, with me. And she hated every second of it.
Yes. Yeah, I would go to the track with you for track practice, and it was just brutal. I remember complaining the entire time.
Yes!
I hated.
And I'd be like, this is so great! Oh, I love it! And
I did not enjoy moving my body.
No.
Because it didn't feel good to me, because I had an asthma attack every time.
Yes, you did. She had asthma really bad when we were growing up. And then there was other things that you did that you loved that I hated when we were growing up. So we were in 4-H.
Yes.
And we did the clothing project. So for those of you 4-Hers, yes. Right? Yeah? Yeah, 4-H.
Yeah, Dakota County 4-H.
Yeah, Dakota County 4-H. We were in the Dakota County Fair.
It's really awesome.
It was awesome. And so you, in the clothing project, you have to make like an item of clothing, like from a skirt to a dress to a whatever.
Constructed or purchased garment.
Okay, see, garment,
and then, you're judged on how well you create the garment, and then also how well the garment fits you, and how you accessorize it, so you can have that experience.
Yeah.
I enjoyed eventually combining patterns and creating clothing that I wanted it to look like, because I couldn't find a pattern that was my style, and obviously that did not have that experience.
No,
I enjoyed the dress up part of it.
Oh God, you loved the dress up part. You loved the dress up part. The makeup and like doing the hair. There's like pictures. I might post a picture of us from the style show. Like you can see like you're like standing there like like you know like you got like the little hip hop going. I don't even know, like just like posing, like super big grin on your face. And I'm literally standing there in like this pastel floral print dress, hating life. Just so miserable.
Most uncomfortable in that costume.
Yeah, most uncomfortable. So it's a little bit about us growing up. So for those of you that know or follow me, we grew up on a goat farm. I grew up on a goat farm. She was there too, right? So we grew up on a goat farm, and
in a suburban city. So it wasn't like farm living.
It's a little hobby farm.
Yes,
more of little hobby farm. So there was that. But great experience there. So in talking about all this stuff though, and the difference of us growing up is, I was an athlete and spent a lot of my life in athletic clothes. I wear a sports bra most of the time.
Clothing that's made to have movement.
Yes.
And you're supposed to feel good when you're moving in those clothing. Other clothing is made to look a certain way and not made for your body to move.
Yeah. So there's things like when I have to wear something nicer or dress up or, like I did the Jason show on Wednesday. She actually went shopping for me to get this outfit because I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to go to the store. So I have like flashback horrible memories of shopping when we were little. So we used to go to like before school shopping with our mom and, siblings. And I was 6 foot when I was 12. And so I remember being in like Dayton's, for those of you who remember Dayton's, like just like I had to go to the boys section to get pants because the girls didn't have pants that would fit me, and I just hated it. And I literally, if I have to go shopping and I'm not ready or I'm like I don't want to go, I will like, I will break out in a rash. I will have a rash from like my chest all the way up to my neck.
And shopping is not supposed to be this stressful experience that makes you feel bad about yourself because there's not supposed to be these unintended consequences for you.
Unintended consequences, yeah.
Yes.
Like I feel horrible in the dressing room. The lighting is wrong. The dressing room is tiny.
Yes.
Like how am I supposed to get in and
Lighting,
out of stuff
dressing.
when my arm is this long? Don't they make it for bigger people?
No,
Look at me, I'm sweating.
Okay.
Okay.
That's right. Right now we're here.
Calm down.
We're not in the dressing room. We're just chatting about this. So this is supposed to make people feel better about
Yes.
you know
So
your expectation about going shopping or your expectation about how you feel when you put on clothing.
yeah.
It's supposed to help you feel good, and people get really hung up on like what numbers size they are. And
Yes.
It's such an arbitrary measurement.
Oh, really? Tell me about the sizes and why this is arbitrary and stupid.
So when I worked as a model in New York, one of the jobs that I did was working as a fit model. So that means that I would go and they would measure my body and then they would create, you know, like their base size pants off that if it's a 0 or a 2. And then they would, you know, add inches to create the next sizes up to, or, you know, to 12.
So they just like make it this big and then expand for the next size
That
up.
is not how women's bodies gain weight or grow or change, you know, over time as you age or if you, you know, have a baby or anything like that. So it really has this effect on you when you're going in thinking you're going to be a certain size. And the pants, you know, you can't pull them up properly or they don't close properly.
Or I can't get them over my massive quads.
And that's
I
the
work
other
hard
part.
on these quads.
Yes,
I do. And
is
I'll try and
that-
put on pants. And I'll start putting them on and I'll be like, if I could get them over my quads, I could button them just fine. But
Then you probably have a big gap in your back side.
Yeah.
where-
Yeah. But it's just that these, you know, beefy quads. I like my quads. I'm
Yes.
proud of them.
You should be. It's hard work to gain
hard work.
muscle.
It is hard
And
work.
You really
Sorry.
have to,
Calm down.
you know.
Okay. So Fit Model, they make the size just
Yes.
they take a person and your body frame, and then they just make it bigger from there. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
Like so. But what about if you actually gain weight and get bigger? Does that mean that next size up would fit you?
No, it would fit me completely differently. I mean, it would depend on how I gained weight. If I gained muscle, you know, the thighs would be too tight.
Yeah.
Or, you know, if I gained weight because I was just eating caramels all day, because I wanted to, then you know, the waist would be tight on there. And so, when I was pregnant with my first daughter, I really wanted to create a clothing line because maternity wear was so uncomfortable because of how your body changes and where you want things to be tight or not tight, or and then as your body adjusts back, you know, it takes 9 months for you to gain weight to have a baby.
Yep.
And then it takes another 9 months for your body to adjust and return. And women have a big expectation that they can have a baby, grow that baby, and yeah, I mean, you have to give so much to the being,
Yeah.
and then give to yourself so that you can feel good in your own skin again.
Yeah. Yeah, and it doesn't always go back. So that's the other thing is like, so I have 3 kids. She has 4 kids.
Yes.
So between the 2 of us, there's 7.
We both
Yes.
we got to be pregnant twice at the same time.
Yes, we did.
So,
Our oldest 2 are
That
the
was
same age.
A really nice experience.
Yes, because as things change, it'd be like, this is weird. Is this happening for you? Yep, this is weird. It's happening for me too. Great. Good deal. Awesome. Love it. Just kidding. I did not enjoy pregnancy. I did not have good experiences.
I learned to enjoy my pregnancies. My first one, I felt very uncomfortable in my body.
Yeah.
And then my last one, I did yoga almost every day because it was like where I could create space and movement in my body. And I've really learned to use my body as a functional item and like see it for what it can do for me and talk to it in that way. And I noticed that a lot of women have this expectation of themselves, and the way they talk about themselves, you know, as the foods they choose for themselves or their care for their body. It really affects how you look, how you stand, how you feel about yourself in your relationship with your partner, even.
Okay. So like if you're purposely looking at, I'm going to choose my nutrition, I'm going to choose my movement or exercise around, caring for and loving my body versus I have to be on this diet because I think I'm fat, or I have to get to the gym because my butt is getting flabby.
Yeah, or I ate that cupcake and now I have to punish myself.
Yeah.
It's like, if you want to eat a cupcake, enjoy the cupcake and the flavors and the sugars and the feeling of that. And then, then give yourself something healthy to eat too if you're feeling like you need that.
Yeah.
But telling yourself that you're bad or wrong for giving into something that you probably enjoy to treat anyway.
Yeah. Right. Right. Like it's not a big deal.
Really, yeah,
I don't know.
dampens yourself.
Yes, it does. So another thing so this is something too, when we talk about clothing, fitting in clothes, feeling comfortable in your body, I wear athletic clothes or workout clothes 95% of the time that I wear clothes. I don't know. Except for my football uniform, I suppose that's athletic. But the pants are boy pants. We'll get there. We'll talk about that in a minute. But so when I'm shopping, I hate shopping. I have a really hard time shopping, being in a store, feeling comfortable. So all the stuff you were just talking about, feeling comfortable or good about your body and your frame. I walk into a store and I don't like it, and I feel panicked, and I feel like, good Lord, I have to find something to wear. None of the stuff is going to fit. And then I get into a dressing room and somebody's like, can I help you? I want to be like, I will push you over right now if you come too close to me. And then again, like I get rashy, and you've seen me like trying on clothes in dressing rooms and stuff, like literally rashy. I stand there like a big weirdo. Like I try and like do lunges in a dress and she'll be like, don't do that. You can't lunge in a dress. I can't even do a squat in this dress. Why would you be squatting?
That's not what dresses are
in
for.
a dress. That's not what the dress is for. You right? Like these are the things when I try on clothes. I'm like,
you want to be.
This is a stupid dress. I can't even squat in it. What? Right? So when you talk about clothes and like, this was something that you have said and can continue to say sometimes when I'm like, oh, it doesn't fit or da da da, or I don't fit into this. And you said, no, those clothes don't fit you. Like it's the size.
Yeah.
Sizes are arbitrary. They just.
Yeah. So let's say you go to a building and you try to pull the door open and you can't get the door open. And then you're like, oh, maybe I'm just weak, But then you stand there and 5 more people come, a big strong man comes, and he can't get the door open either. It was just the architect who designed the building wanted a big, fancy-looking door, didn't realize that it wasn't really functional. Okay, the people are trying so hard to get this look, and then the clothes don't function for their body. That's not what we want.
Yes. Yeah. So it's the clothes and the way that the clothes are made and the way the clothes fit. Because again, clothing over the past 100 years, 200 years has changed. People used to make their own clothes. Now people don't typically make their own clothes. You buy clothes, but then that means for a season. Yeah. And then they don't even, fit right, or they won't fit right. Yeah,
because your body, you have to work really hard to maintain the exact same body shape over a period of time.
Yes.
Naturally, your body is going to adjust over summer and over winter because, if you're living in a climate that's cold, you're going to kind of cover up more. And yeah.
So let's talk about like specific clothing items. Things like you were saying, like in photo shoots and stuff, when you look at a dress shirt. Yes, am I saying this?
Yeah.
A blouse? Do you wear blouses? Is that a thing?
I don't know if they're called blouses, a button down, or I don't know all the terms.
Do you wear cardigans and penny loafers?
Yeah.
No?
I wear what they tell me to, and then I try to make it look the best. I try to make it look best. Because that's my job. Mm-hmm. I don't get to have an opinion on set as far as the clothes. One photo shoot I did say, because the look the stylist created was a red shirt and khaki shorts, and I was like, oh, it's like I'm working at Target. And then she was like, oh, hey, other girl, you put that outfit on. So then I didn't say my opinion so many times after that.
Yeah. But that's exactly what I think too. Red shirt, khaki pants, Target. Target.
Anyway, so
I
forgot
yes.
what question. Yeah.
So I want to talk about like when you, like because you've been in, I don't even know how many photo shoots or magazines, you know, you've been in Glamour, and you did a big spread in Minneapolis St. Paul magazine before, and so there's a lot of stuff. So in between having 4 babies, you've really been modeling, you know, consistently for a long time, and like the look that you see in a magazine. So when you look at things like she's been in Shape magazine,
Yes.
right? Like between the two of us, like I am an athlete.
Right.
She's been in Shape magazine.
I only pretend to look a certain way.
You know, so these are the
Sure.
mindset things that I think people don't realize.
It's
but
all
like,
pretend.
yeah, but like, so when you see something in a magazine, this certain like button down, we'll say, we won't call it a blouse anymore. It's a button down, but it like you're like it's all clipped in the back,
Yeah.
so it looks a certain way.
I don't ever actually wear a button down in real life, you know, like a denim shirt, or because I don't feel comfortable in it for my body.
Yeah.
Anytime I'm photographed in there, there's 2 to 4 clips in the back to hold it.
To have it look
hold
a certain way.
feminine shape, you know, in a boxy shirt that's not going to be form fitting.
Yeah,
So,
that's not form fitting and not feminine looking on a body frame. So you're seeing something. So people look at a magazine or they look at something and they're like, "Oh, that looks really nice. I want to create that look." But if they don't have that body frame naturally, and unless you're going to walk around with it clipped in the back,
well, and the whole every image that you see, you know, the models, whether it's online on, you know, whether you're shopping online or it's like an in-store where you see like the whole model, not just like them in their shirt, they're purposely moving their body to create a shape. So it's gonna look different on you because you have a different shape. Everybody has a completely different shape.
every body is different.
Body, yes.
Yes, everybody's special, and every body is different.
And
So yes,
I mean, I can't, you know, there's a team of people when I go to work. Somebody does my hair and makeup, somebody picks out the clothes, somebody else, you know, shoots it, and then, you know, the stylist makes sure there's all the clothes are in the right spot, and then, you know, somebody airbrushes it later. So
somebody airbrushes it later, and you've had your face even digitally
redone. And
redone.
then I get the image, and it's like, I can't put this in my portfolio because it doesn't look like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
It has a different nose or
Yeah.
different eyes or whatever.
Yeah. So even the image that they create, and it's you, like it's you, like that you are in the clothes, it's you in the picture.
Yeah.
But for you to recreate that same picture at home, could you do that?
No, it would look nothing like that.
No, it's me, and I can't even look like me in
Yeah.
the picture. So I think these are like really important things for women to realize as you go shopping, and as you know, just try and find and feel comfortable in your body. And when I talk about nutrition and talk about becoming your healthiest self and getting energy and feeling strong, people oftentimes focus on the scale, but the scale doesn't really tell you body composition, your muscle mass, it doesn't tell you any of that stuff. And then as you get healthier and stronger, your body size and shape is going to change. And so you have to change your clothing and everything else. And again, that's where when I work with women, where they sort of feel bad about themselves, you know, in the 12-week program I have, women will change, you know, body shape, you know, a lot. I had a gal, she just lost 5 inches in the past couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. That's a lot.
Yes.
But you're going to feel awkward then in some of your clothes.
It is.
But it's not, right? Like, everybody's like, oh, it's me in the clothes. No, the clothes aren't right for you then.
Yeah.
Totally different way of thinking about it.
Yes. So I find it easy to go shopping, finding a style or a clothing line that works with your body type. So you have to try different things on to figure out which, you know, pants style is going to be.
So like Lululemon for me, right?
Yeah.
So like Lululemon because it's stretchy pants and I like the way that they feel. Not dress pants.
And dress pants are, I mean, when I go to a casting or I go to my job, I cannot wait to put on my own clothes when I get out of there. When I get home, I wear model clothes and then I have mom clothes.
Mom clothes, yeah.
Because
regular people clothes.
I need to move as a mom.
Yes. Because how old are your kids?
Ages between 2 and 12. So
yes.
4 altogether, and one with special needs. So I need to be able to do that.
Yes.
Not be hindered by my
Yeah.
environment.
Like,
Yeah.
oh shoot, I'm wearing this blazer. Sorry, I can't help you up the stairs, kiddo.
Yeah.
That doesn't work for real life, right?
No.
Yeah. But let's touch on something else in terms of like getting and staying at your healthiest self. Like, because you said you can't, like, it takes a lot of work to maintain where you're at. And then, so this is something for me this year. So with football, I put on 15 to 20 pounds. And I did that on purpose. I wanted to increase my muscle mass for the football season, for everything else. So I've noticed, like, again, even though I wear athletic clothes all the time, what's changed for me is even just t-shirts. My regular t-shirts are like tight in the sleeve because of my big guns now. Right?
Yeah.
But I'll see myself in pictures and like, or in the Jason show, I see myself and I was like, holy crap, my arms are big.
Well, and that's the other thing is in a picture, you know, on your phone, you're seeing yourself, who is a 3-dimensional image, in a 2-dimensional space. Okay, everybody needs, everybody's look is going to be different because of lighting, because, you know, the reason why makeup was created, Max Factor, you know, back in the day, because on film, you couldn't identify people's features as well. You needed to be able to highlight their parts, highlight their eyes, highlight their lips, and because it was black and white, originally, like, lipstick was brown. So, there's all
really?
of
Lipstick
this
was brown. That's fun.
illusion all the time. So,
Ooh, yeah, like how some gals, they'll like paint on cleavage in movies. I've heard of that, right?
some gals just do it every day.
Some gals do it every day.
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Well,
Well, you know, that's okay.
Everybody loves boobs. They're soft and attractive. So. They're attractive for babies. You know, that's just...
Hashtag soft and attractive. So I'm going to make that a hashtag now. That's amazing.
They
but
are functional items also. I mean...
Yes, they're made
know,
for function, yeah.
I nurse 4 babies.
Yeah, so you nurse
These
4 babies.
These are working boobs.
Yeah,
right?
these gals are
I
working.
Respect them because of... They grew my babies.
Yeah.
And...
Yeah.
You know,
Healthy,
you have to thank your body.
Fattest babies in the world this gal produces.
Yeah.
Literally the biggest chubbers, cheeks,
Yes.
rolls like for days. Oh my god, or just squeeze them. Anyway, but so that's another thing when we like talking about different sizes and shapes of women's bodies, different places. Women gain and lose weight from their boobs too. Mm-hmm. And, you know, so from nursing to not nursing, and then also a lot of times when women go on a weight loss journey, you know, or you know, getting healthier, getting stronger, they start building up pectoral muscles. That's going to change and shift your chest size. And then boobs are fat tissue. So if you're decreasing your body fat percentage, you're going to...
Yeah, lose some boobage.
Lose some boobage!
And when I started modeling, that was really great because, like, in the fashion industry, you know, small boobs are... wanted, so that was helpful.
Really? Well, sign me up.
I mean, it just depends on what part of the world you're at.
I see. Okay.
High in demand though. So.
Yeah. Well, I know a lot of gals are actually going through like breast explant surgery now because breast implants are showing to be toxic or side effects, things like that. But again, they're.
And
we have kids that are running around upstairs, so we're trying to like finish up this video while our kid there's like I said, there's between the two of us we have 7 children, so yes. But yeah,
adventures every millisecond. I used to say every second, but
yes,
it's every millisecond.
Every millisecond an adventure. That's such a nice way to put it. So, but that's another thing too, and this is something that I've been guilty of when in terms of like my changing body size, shape. Having babies, you know, recovering from that. I had C-sections, whereas you had natural births, so the recovery was really different. And then, you know, me getting back into working out and being an athlete again, you know, not only do you have to update your clothing and you know that you're going to fit different in your regular clothing, I want to say you're going to fit different in your underwears too.
Let's start with the base clothing. This is
base clothing.
Very important piece that you feel good about.
Yeah.
You know, having old underwear with that's falling apart is not cool.
It's not cool. Right. Don't have old underwear first. But then the other thing too, in terms of, because this was something that, again, I'm wanting to talk about this because these are things that I ask. Like, okay, I had like mostly like really old undergarments. Like, do I need like, because I wear sports bras all the time. And that was when she went shopping for a shirt for me. She's like, do you have a real bra to wear? Like, you can't wear
That
a sports bra.
lifts and
Oh.
separates.
Yeah, you can't wear a sports
makes
bra on
sense.
TV. I was like, yes, I have one. I have one from the last time we went shopping, or from that one time we went
Yes.
shopping at Nordstrom's. And you made me get fit again and everything else. And that's another thing, too, for a lot of women that I work with in terms of getting fit for clothing and stuff, is that it's not just about, like, the whatever, but it's like if you're lifting weights or like working on your back muscles and stuff, like I have decent back muscles, so my lats get bigger, my rib cage gets bigger, which means my bra is not going to fit the same anymore.
Yeah.
And it's
You
not
need
because
to-
I got fat, it's
No.
because I'm a beast now.
Yeah.
But that would mean I would need to go shopping again, right?
That's right. And that's the thing, is like you can feel good about yourself through the journey, along the way, through your body changes. You know, if you're having this ideal image that you're trying to get to, feeling good every day along the way is just as important as, you know, focusing on where you're getting to.
Yes. Ooh, I like that. That's a really good message. Really good message.
And giving to yourself as a woman is such a practice that I've grown into over time out of necessity.
Yep.
Through, you know, investigating different types of medicines and different self-care and just, you know, different, you know, what's popular to try.
Yes.
too.
So when you say different types of medicines, you're referring to
Ayurvedic medicine.
Ayurvedic medicine. Yes.
Yes.
I just wanted you to say it. I knew what it was. I wanted you to say it.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
the Ayurvedic tea that I talk about, the cumin, coriander, fennel tea, for those of you that follow, or, you know, that tea, that's a tea that, you know, we both drink because
Yeah.
that's something that we, value and work with.
Yeah.
It's an ancient time. Anyway, I can do a different video on that if you guys want, but
Yes. I get this perception a lot that being a model seems like all this stuff is easy, and like most models are more insecure than other women in general because there's so much focus. I mean, your job is literally what you look like.
so there's a lot of
And-
scrutiny.
Yes, so much scrutiny. But every single model is a person. They're a real person, and
Yeah.
they're all struggling with the same things. And so, what I hope people like take away from this is that you can feel good about you, however you are, and you can also get to that place where you want to be.
Yes.
That, you know, really just it is something that women take so long to get to giving to themselves, or they feel bad about doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's one of the things, again, where I think it's so easy for us to look negatively upon ourselves. Like, trying on a shirt, this doesn't fit, I'm wrong. But it's not you're wrong, the shirt's wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or just because that fit you before doesn't mean it's going to fit you now. You know, if you've had babies or if you're getting big guns or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I look at pictures of when I got married and I was very thin at that point, right?
But
So-
you're also having hypothyroidism.
Yes, that's the other thing is that so after my first pregnancy, after we both had our first kids, she is the cutest pregnant person, like pops out babies in like 3 pushes, like, here we go, right? And I'm like dying, like literally almost died during 2 of my 3 births, because of like bad complications. I'm a high risk, all this, anyway. So I take forever, and then I have thyroid complications after my pregnancy. So after my first, I didn't know that I had bad thyroid, and I dropped so much weight. And I look, like, if you look at my pictures, I look skinny. And it like might look good. I felt like crap. So I look at those pictures and I'm like, yeah, my upper arm is like as big as my wrist almost. But I had no energy. I was exhausted. I just did not feel like my normal me. Whereas now, you know, I mean, I have more weight on my frame than I did last year, but that's for football. Once I take it off and I get back to my normal, like regular non-fighting weight, we'll say.
See, I
That's
can never
where I
do
feel
football. I do not want people to run into me. I do not want to run into other people. I just avoid pain at all costs. So
Avoid pain at all
I would
costs.
just really, that would be the
I
hardest
like
thing
running
for me
and
to
catching the
participate.
ball. Yeah, I like running and catching the ball. That's
Also,
my
yeah,
favorite.
catching the ball because I'm like,
Yeah, totally terrified of the ball
Yeah.
all the time. Yeah.
Not all balls. No, just kidding. Okay. Anyway,
But
so yeah, feeling good in your body,
Mm-hmm.
your body being functional for you is so important. And I hear that story a lot. Women lose weight for, because they got sick or because they had jaw surgery and they had it wired
Yeah.
shut, and then people are like, "Oh, you look so amazing," but they're like, "I feel like shit inside."
yeah, I don't feel good.
Yeah.
I don't feel like me. I want to
Because
feel good.
I don't feel strong. I don't feel like I can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and when I take women through my 12-week program, I love to focus on, let's get you more energy. Let's get you sleeping better. Let's get you stronger, more endurance, more stamina, get you living your best life. And then your body will be at your optimal healthy weight for your body and frame. And it will just happen because that's how our bodies are designed to be when you're getting it to be its healthiest. But along that journey, there's a lot of mindset stuff to work with. And that's where I think having this conversation with you, and I think we're going to do another conversation in the future too, because there's a lot of people who just misread what they're looking at or have this old baggage. Like me, I'm
Yes.
traumatized from shopping.
Because you've had terrible experiences. I mean,
Yes.
yeah, women should be able to go into a store and have their waist and hips measured, and then get a pair of pants that is that measurement, and not be
Why
like
is that not a thing? I want
that because I didn't create it yet. I don't know.
Okay, well, let's do that because that sounds way better. If I was going to walk into a store and they were going to actually measure me and say, what are you looking for? Well, I need a shirt and a pants for this. They'd be like, well, here is your size or here's your measurements. These are the things that will fit you or that are good for your body. That would be glorious.
Yes.
Glorious. Not struggling in a dressing room, cramming my thighs into jeans.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
All right. So last piece of advice that you would give to women who are in that place where they are like looking at, because again, this is a place where a lot of women get to really easily. Media is all around us, right? Movies, TV, everything, like Instagram, right? People who have huge Instagram accounts and they're all like in poses and whatever, right? And whereas you're like, I've been in magazines, I'm in magazines and like, I can't even look like me in them. It's all fake. So for women that are in that really tough place right now of like, oh, I'm really trying, I'm really frustrated, I'm feeling really down on myself, what would you tell them in terms of the next like shopping experience that they have for their clothes?
Like just starting today, what you can do today is finding those parts about yourself that you love. It seems like a small thing.
Okay.
But talking to yourself in a way that's kind and kind to your body.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you find that part that you love, then going and accentuating that on your shopping trip. And doing it with either somebody, that has an understanding of your goal when you're shopping. Not trying to shop with your man, because that's not a thing. Okay.
Couldn't get them in a store if I tried.
Yeah, and the other or going to a store that provides that type of service, that's going to give you that customer service that you need, or provide that tailoring service.
Tailoring. Say that piece about tailoring with the Chanel.
Yeah, so Chanel suits were created to have 2-inch inseam so that you can adjust, as you gain or lose weight. And like Jackie Onassis, who wore Chanel suits, always wore 2 sizes too big so that she would look smaller.
That's bizarre.
Totally bizarre, totally opposite of what you think. But that's what fashion is. It's an illusion. So what is the illusion you're trying to create? Everybody's creating an illusion. That is a thing.
It's like a magic trick?
What is your... Yeah. What's your thing? I go through hair transformations all the time. So
you do.
That's
you do.
what I do.
You got like red hair. You're recently more blonde. Now you're back to...
Mm-hmm.
I want to say more
this
of
is
your
almost
natural.
my natural. Yeah.
Almost your natural. Yeah.
So
I should not say never dyed my hair in my life. So there was one time I was driving her to a hair show, and in college my hair was like super duper long, and I just gave her a ride. And then we did a hair show. They were like, "We'll pay you $500 to cut your hair." I was like, "Sold."
Yeah.
It's a lot of beer money in college.
Right. But the other part of that is like
so they did dye my hair,
then
but I've not done anything
because
since.
when you have that experience, you realize how
I
much
hated it.
your hair is a part of your image and how.
Well, I didn't really care about my hair that much. I just hated like sitting there all day where people were like, Mom, I'm going to sit around and talk about my hair. I was like, what else do you guys want to do? Let's go outside.
Well, and then they paint your face, and then you can't touch your hair once they do
Yeah,
it.
like-
And that is just not for you. You can't move.
And then, yeah, you can't do any lunges in the outfit.
No, you really can't. No.
It's just terrible.
And you're.
I liked zero part of being involved with that. But
Yes.
anyway, but that's, I think.
And I was fine with people telling me what to do for a
Yeah,
while. So.
and she's like, "This is my jam. I love it." Right, and it's just totally different. So yeah. So I'm realizing that there's a lot of these pieces of the fashion it's an illusion. I love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, have fun with your illusion. It's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be hard.
Okay. Well, I need to work on that part. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
But look at you getting excited right now, and I'm literally dreading it already. Stop it.
Like makeup is fun. You know, it's like a makeup artist is an artist. Just their canvas is your face.
Oh, canvas is your face. Hashtag canvas is your face. Oh my god. Things I know about the face are like, I think I did a makeup, like a get ready with me thing once. You saw that? Where I was like, your zygomatic arch, blah, blah, blah. You go below and like contour. That's, I know. So I tried to like flat iron curl my hair. You've seen those videos?
Yeah.
Where like people are like, oh, I'm using a flat iron. And they're like,
Was in one of those videos.
oh, shut. See, right? What? See, this is what I'm talking about. Like I was in one of those videos. Do you need some?
Oh no. Sorry.
Okay. And I'm like, what? So I'm literally like studying, like, I'm like, is it the angle of her arm on the hair? Like, what's the physics of this? That's literally what I was thinking as I was watching the video. I was like trying to, okay, she's sitting up straight. Her hair is angled this way. Her arm is angled this way. What are the angles here that I can recreate this on my own? I was like, this is, but she doesn't look like she's thinking about that when she's doing it. She just puts it in her hair and boom, curl. I was like, that's not how it goes for me. So I just chucked the flat iron thing away and I was like, screw you, flat iron. Not fun for me. Anyway, so yes, anyway.
Well, it's all a process. You can still learn these, learn to enjoy things.
It's not too late.
Yeah.
It's not too late.
Yeah.
Well, when you want to work on big guns, you let me know, because then we can do that. Probably not ever.
Yeah.
Actually. No, I mean, so it's funny, like, because I know you actually have a lot of muscle tissue, you know, for the non-weightlifting that you do. I mean, besides kids.
Yes, I lift a lot of children.
Lift a lot of children. So that's your weightlifting, really.
Yeah, no, really, my first, like, weight training or things that I gave myself was when I was 19. I got Windsor Pilates online. Yes, about that. And I did that, and then I was able to like start running, and I was like, oh, I can run because I have muscles now to use to run.
Yeah.
It was really interesting. But now I've been doing yoga. Over the last year, and I love being able to move in my body
And do yoga stuff.
Yeah.
Yoga's awesome. I like yoga too. Although I don't like that you can't swear in a yoga class. They don't like that. Like if I'm trying really hard to like stretch a little more, I'm literally it's like a stream of profanities in my head. Whereas if I'm like running a route in football and I like biff the ball and I miss it, it's a stream of profanities out my mouth. But in the yoga class, that's not appropriate.
No, they don't.
They don't like that.
I don't get to class much, but
I could do it at home. I probably won't though. But anyway. So, okay. So this is, I think, really helpful. We went through a lot of information, I think, in terms of getting started, self-loving, you know, talking to yourself nicely and what you like about yourself. Go shopping for that which you like to accentuate that. And that's a great place to get started.
Yes. And do not focus on the numbers.
And do not focus on numbers. Numbers on clothing tags, numbers on the scale.
Yeah.
None of it is accurate for what's happening really in your body or system.
What you need is joy.
Ooh.
How do you bring that to that feeling to what you're doing?
Ooh, I like it. And fashion is an illusion. Awesome. High five.
Okay.
Yay. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching.
Thank you.